We'll do that. Oh, I was gonna change the thumbnail. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine for now. Okay. This chat window. Put that over here. Let's get Chatterino. I stopped using the default Twitch one because it has this thing that flashes. It has like a message at the top and it's really obnoxious. That's probably good for now. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So we've got that old original Raspberry Pi running. So I could update it. This is last login January 7th, 2023. Really? That long ago? Man. That's crazy. Crazy. And it should have other stuff configured, so. But I should probably update this. I don't know what power adapter that is. I don't know. Yeah, those are still in there. I don't know if that's useful to me. This is the original one. So I'm going to use Google AI. How do I update Okay. Command 1. It's doing things. guess we could just leave that there and skip the thumbnail thing. Let's go into this. Hmm. There we go. So it is updating. Put it over here so I can watch it. What is going on? Okay. There's strawberry lemonade, spindrift. They are pretty sour. And there isn't like a huge amount of flavor, but it's all natural. 5% juice. So it's carbonated water, strawberry puree, lime juice, lemon juice, strawberry extract from strawberries, and lime extract from limes. 7 calories. Okay, that is updated. So why did this? Oh, it did work. So here's the next command. Sudo apt full upgrade. Yes. Chunch. Yep. We got more pretzels. They're running out of potato. This is doing stuff. I'm surprised the game doesn't just kick people and it take that long to load up the game. Nice. Still going.
I choose this fight.
I'm sure going for Lux. Oh well.
Do not hesitate.
Oh. Well. Whoops. What is going on? Did I... How did I do that? Who did I even give the item to? This one? Probably wouldn't have made a difference anyways, but... I need Kobuko. Duplicate. Duplicate. Not duplicate. Interesting choice. Worked for him.
One blade, one purpose.
Finish the fight.
To triumph. Do not hesitate.
Stop spending money. What?
No cheers for you.
Big ego. I don't know why it says 4 of 4 when I have 3 of them there.
People keep running into my blade.
I may fail, but I won't quit.
Nice.
If you're not first, you're last.
Got way too much on the back end. Okay. Don't see anything that I want. I guess that one. work on him? Of course not. Dude is slow now. Cause that thing I took. This one.
Let's give them a shot.
Nice. Let's put this one on the board. Back on. Those aren't mine, are they? No. What is this?
Would it help if I apologize?
Indomitable. Indomitable. That was a word I was trying to remember at one point, and I couldn't remember it. I don't remember why, though. There's a soul fighter, too.
We can do
Blip,
this.
blip. For cost. Do this.
Finish the fight.
So I need 3 more of those. Still level 1. This thing's still updating.
I read the room. You lose.
Ooh dear.
I choose this fight.
Oh dear. Ooh dear. It's level 2. Little shark things.
Would it help if I apologize?
Callista.
We never miss.
Don't know. Back on. Man, whenever I want to do something, it's like, oh, that's the time for it to. Just any character. There we go. It's getting massive. Sure. Nice, nice, nice. Mr. Edgelord. That one's level 2 as well.
Do not hesitate.
That one's. Oh, there's that. Not enough money. No, he's still level 1. Get rid of that. Not enough money. This thing is slow. Is it working? I think it's working. Money. Every time. Every time.
As they weaken, so shall we grow stronger.
So flipping huge.
Brace yourself.
Sure. Oh, I have Gwen. I don't know when I got that character. She's part of the Soul Fighter group.
People keep
Bye
running
bye.
into my blade.
He's getting even larger. Nope. Another Lux. No. Nope.
You say about my mom.
I need that. I should have leveled up, but
Now for the finish.
swap those two. It's 5 cost. This one. Then in the front. Put this one back here. 5 cost, 3 cost. Go up to 10. So I don't think I should sell those. We'll probably be dead by the time that.
Scream and punch me.
I don't think I'm going to do level 3 of that. Should save money. No.
We next.
Ouch. I don't remember who's what. You can have that. Give me a Lux. Don't have space. Lock it. What could I sell? Still need 2 of those. I'd still need 2 of those. I don't know. Just 5 cost. It's 4 cost. I mean, I would probably put coin on there, so.
We can do this.
This is a waste of money. Nice. Do it. No. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, crap. Am I dead? Yes. Enter / GG. Exit. Oh, that thing is done. So the next thing is that. Okay. Okay. What? Invalid operation. What? How do I copy things? Yes. Oh. Okay. Yeah, don't think I'm gonna accomplish much tonight. It's already almost 8. Let's see if I drop down to silver 3 or no, silver 2. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm so in silver, so silver 2 would be the likely drop. Still complaining. Just let me copy the flipping.
I offer many paths to tranquility.
The righteous path begins with me.
What a combo. Brawler. Conduit. This one can be different things, I think. Sure. That one's pretty good.
Savor this.
Oops, she should be up front. Heat death. If I want to go with arbiters. It's not looking great. Yep. Hmm.
I offer relief from pain.
Time breaker. It's probably gonna do a lot of the damage though. Nice.
Meet your fate.
By force
Oh dang. The Sony A7R6 is $4,500 MSRP. That is a lot. 67 megapixel. are on the board. Let's swap these ones. Oh, it is. I don't give that to her. Okay, bad idea. Do I have any attack characters anymore? Maybe that was not the optimal, but I'm gonna go with it. I almost survived. Pantheon. Should probably given it to that one. It was magic. Magic.
Die, trespasser.
Erect again?
Take it easy.
Uh, challengers? Do I have challengers? Nope.
Never rest.
Big damage. Big damage. This one, this one. One cost. So I wrote. And a chance of me get. Oh, that's actually, yeah, I do want that. I do. I want that too. Shoot. There's nothing I want to sell though. Yeah, shoot. Is that mine? No. Bye.
I won't back down.
Redeemer. Nice. Divine Duelist. Marauder. Just don't have the space for anything. Nice. Give this to that one. Give this to this one. And that one. And this thing is irritating. Taking up space that I need. It must be from the time breakers. 50% attack speed. I need a Riven. They had a Riven. Nope. True damage. Sure. Okay, that's big. Maybe I want it in the back. Yeah. Come on. I don't know why this one's so hard to get. Kind of strange. It's probably someone that's buying them up. So for example, they've got 2 of those. Oh geez, I got wrecked. Absolutely. Oh, never mind. Okay. It's level 2. Is this? Oh yeah, he has special. Forgot about that. I could give him. Oh geez. Let's load him up on with items. Should have used that other trade on him. What? No, I don't have space. Don't have space. Get out of here. Yeah, this thing is kind of not great. I don't know which one's worth more. Sell it.
Cool future armor at 100%.
Got to this one. Afraid I'd probably be leveling up. Oh, not enough money. Do I need this one? Yeah, probably. Lysandra. I mean, I have it as but it's on the back end. Yeah, and then Jin. Probably could. If I get those two on the board, probably something cool happens. I don't remember what exactly, but something cool. I'll survive, so I don't think I want to spend my 11 coins. So I could at least get an additional coin. Yeah, this A7R6 doesn't look like anything unique, but the specs don't necessarily describe. I mean, obviously it's high end, but it's not like something. Doesn't seem like it's something special as a new.
I've got this.
It has a mechanical shutter.
Let's make this memorable.
Oh right, I was gonna level up this on the board, and then we can put that on the board. Oh, let me see. See what it does. Yeah, enhances one of them. It's probably better. So all I got was this thing. Sell. How do we sell it? What do I do? Oh. Okay. What's going on? Oh, I thought I could move those. Come on. Nice. It's getting thick. Look at that. Oh, we had weird texture glitches. Let's put more Pantheon. Do I want more of that? Sure. Let's put this. Yeah. It's probably good. Psionic. Nope. Ribbon. Bro, come on. Hit it. Shoot it. There we go. Okay, we want this. We want that, but I don't have space. I don't think I'm gonna level 3 that one. Wait, does this shrink? What's going on? It's probably some thing that I don't know how it's supposed to work. Okay. Dark Star Karma. Yeah, I need that. Should I just sell these? No, I could level up. Sell the Pantheons, maybe. There we go. Yeah, I got dunked on. Terribly. That was bad. Top 4. At least I'm not going down in ranking. I walked around outside today. Now I'm kind of skin. My skin gets reacts to the sun. Like itchy. Which was the one that takes that item? I thought I had a character that took that. Okay, it's this one. There we go. Why did that? Yeah. There must be some thing happening when that happens. Cho'Gath. Level 3 Cho'Gath. Yeah, I'm dead again. This is not looking amazing. I have no economy. Guess I could swap those two. Put a ribbon in there. And that's... oh, shoot. Shoot. What do I sell? There we go. And that's actually probably a big deal. Yeah. No, I still lost. Not even close. I could just sell stuff and, well, I don't know. Should probably go for another ribbon. Get out of here. Nice. Get scat, get. Sure. So that changes. I don't get what it's doing. Looking for ribbon. Nope. Nope. Probably should have leveled up. Level 1 Redeemer. This one's gonna lose. Most likely. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, they're holding on with certain characters, but wow. Why was that so much better? Got the Shen thing going. Yeah, it looks like a ragtag crew, but clearly it seems to work. They probably know stats or something that I haven't looked into. They have a level 2 Doomer. Maybe that's... who knows? Can I see the... no, I can't see their damage. This one... yeah, this... they did win, but... okay. It seems so random. What is that? Cosmic Elder Dragon? Oh, is it the... wait. I can't remember. Is that Anima? Yeah, it's probably the Anima ones. But I only see one. Maybe they sold them after they got these... something. I don't know how it works. And then this thing. I think they ran out of money. That was part of their problem. Like I did. That one had 3 additional characters. Cool. Can I get points or something? Nope. It's still that. So I guess a day and 22 hours. Hopefully it'll swap these out. My jaw just cracked. Swap these out. And hopefully it'll be a better map. I can actually get a different map. Cool. Let's see what now. It's already 8:30. Hmm. Hmm. I'll just look at camera stuff for a little bit. I could kind of plan. I should do that edit as well. It's multiple edits, but This is sorted by newest. There's some type of junky Kodak camera. $450 for that. Old technology garbage, pretty much. And there's the Fujifilm X100 6 with a kit. Let me see, that's probably two base models. There we go. So the A7R6 can ES R65V. Interesting. This is $2,500. Let's see if they did anything stupid with it. That looks pretty good so far. I got a mount on the side. That's cool. This is concerning. My HDMI, you can't actually see what's in there. It has the custom modes on the top. Does it have a photo video switch? Oh, it does. Okay, that's good. And that's probably good because hopefully these would be different depending on which one is selected. So that's probably good. Whoops. Okay, full-size HDMI. That's good. Mic port. Headphone. Also good. USB-C. Oh. Interesting. 2 cards. Also good. Be careful, hot. They're different formats. That's kind of meh. Has a fan inside. That's also good. I mean, for longevity, the thing is it's a video camera, so it's kind of necessary. But that is cool. This looks, at face value, this looks well designed. I don't know what this, oh, vertical video probably. Like framing options or something. I don't know what the lines are supposed to mean. Oh no, those are that's in the image. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Yeah. So far, oh, thanks for the follow. So far, this looks pretty nice. The problem I have with Canon now is that they're very restrictive on third-party lens makers. I don't know if they allow any. How's it going? I don't know if they allow any third-party full-frame lenses. I guess we can take a look. Thanks. How are you today? See. I'm probably going to end stream relatively soon here, but I'm just seeing if I'm going to do a camera news video. So I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time. Looking for some software for tech streamers. What do I do? What type of software are you looking for? I do a lot. Lately I've been doing programming on here. Also video editing. TFT, Teamfight Tactics, gaming. But I don't do a ton of games on here. Trying to think of other stuff lately. Photo editing. But the main thing I'm doing right now is making scripts and things to help me edit videos faster or edit photos faster type of thing. Oh, nothing in general. Looking for software. Oh, software specific? Do you mean like programming or just tech, like people talking or interested in technology and stuff? Programming? Okay, yeah. I can show you some of the stuff that I'm doing. Whoops, let's go into go here. So the one thing, this is going to be a long-term project. This is kind of a video studio in a box, or like, yeah, studio. So all the different aspects of start to finish, from thinking about making a video to recording all the media and putting it somewhere and then editing it, and then also like the metadata and such. So this thing here is Visual Studio. Most of it's made in C#, but there's other aspects to it that run different command line stuff. Will I open source it? I don't know. We'll see. Probably not this one, but I mean, people see the code when I'm making it. So if someone really wanted to copy something, they could they could get it from the video. Yeah. So I could show an example. And most of it's written with AI these days, so it's not like it's anything that anyone couldn't do realistically. But so for example, transcription, if I have some sort of recording, let's say a stream VOD, and I want to do something with it, so I've got a transcription feature in here. And then I did a quick little, you'd be skeptical if people didn't use AI. Okay. I mean, it's such a new thing these days, the AI stuff, and there are a lot of downsides to it. I've been doing computer programming since like the mid to late 90s. So there are things that can be helpful to know even with the AI stuff, so that you can kind of direct it in ways that make sense. Yeah, I'm pretty old. But I will say that the AI tools are good. Old is gold. Okay. Generally, they're pretty good. The problem is that I would like to do it locally, like run local models and stuff, but I just don't have the hardware to run the decent ones. So I've just been using free tier AI stuff, and then I have to keep jumping between different things. I've got, let me see how many I've got on here now. Kiro is one, Codex, VS Code with different plugins, Cursor, Anti-Gravity. This is the Google one, Claude. Yeah, I just don't want to. I really, really hope it does not go in the direction of programming turning into like a paid service thing. That's my main concern, is if these tech companies start making profit on serving AI models, it could turn bad. I mean, it's already turned kind of like questionable, but yeah. Anyways, if you've never heard of some of these, they're pretty nice. Kiro's a good one, but I ran out of credits on it recently, so I haven't been using it. So I can get the chat window to pop up. So the cool thing about this one is that you can go into like a spec focused mode and start doing design and such for your software, rather than just having it try to write it immediately. You're saying that's what we can all hope. In the news, one of the companies cutting contracts. They spend all of their budget for a year. Yeah, I saw that one. Wasn't that Microsoft? It's probably a different news article, but Microsoft was using Claude internally, And then they had to, oh, Uber. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, Uber's used their whole budget. That was funny. Yeah. Microsoft was using Claude and then it was too expensive. So it's kind of funny. But this one's nice. I think this is from Amazon, this Kiro thing. Amazon employee showed up here once and was talking to me about this one. So it's pretty cool. But again, it's another one of those pay to play, basically. You get 50 credits per month. So I quickly... Actually, when you sign up for it, it's 500 or so. Yeah, it's by Amazon, I think. But when I signed up, it was around 500 credits, and that was useful. But at 50 credits, it's not super useful. So I'm always concerned I'll be like halfway through a project, like a piece of project, and then I'll run out of credits. But then I could technically just feed it to some other AI that's decent and have it fix it. So anyways, that's a thing. Codex, cursor, and the anti-gravity one's okay so far. I have been trying to do local models, but it took $20 codex plan. Limits are best by far. Okay. Yeah. Is that $20 a month type of thing? I don't know if I've used this one much. Side panel. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to look at that one more. Yeah. Oh, I also use the GitHub Copilot thing in here in Visual Studio. So this one you can have access to certain different models, and then I have been experimenting with local stuff, but I just don't have the hardware. I have an 8 GB graphics card for the VRAM, so it's pretty limited. Yeah. What's it called? Quen 3.6, and then the experts one. So it puts like 3 GB of active, all these new terms I'm trying to remember, active tokens at once. Adobe, it's very different. I don't know. Does Adobe have some sort of... Do you mean like a video editor program? I actually use BorisFX Vegas Pro. So this is the video editing software I use. The thing I'm making is a little different. It doesn't actually... It kind of edits video, but not really. Yeah. So this is the video editor I use, and this has an API. So you can do programming. So for example, this thing here is one of my scripts. So there's various things that it has in it so far. It's a work in progress, but this thing runs by itself. And for example, if I record a stream and I want to turn it into something else, I do YouTube, and the ultimate goal is to make things that mean I can edit less video, like personally. And I don't have money to pay people to edit video, so I'm using, some skills that I could leverage to hopefully make some decent software that can help me edit. So this is kind of the direction of that. So for example, there's OpenAI has something called Whisper, which is a transcription AI model. And then there's also a open source project that uses Whisper, Not really. Not quite. It uses Whisper and it gives you accuracy to the word for timestamps. And that's what I'm using in here for the mix of transcription. And then when you think about it, you can, if you have accuracy for each single word, like a time code for each word, then you can potentially edit automatically, right? So that's kind of the direction that I'm trying to go with all this. Yeah. So you can see this thing tried to transcribe this specific video recording. It was a stream that I did recently on camera cleaning kit and also some memory card type things for SD cards. And then I also have some, this looks kind of like a mess, but this one here uses a local AI model to take that transcription, and then I do a few different things potentially with it. I can run some code to try to find silences, like breaks of speaking inside, and then flag those to be removed in the recording. I can do some local AI looks at all of the transcription, and then it tries to find blocks of sections. So if I'm talking about a camera and then I have the opening, I have a section about some aspect of the camera, another section about another aspect of the camera. So that's what that does, at least tries to. And then it uses, like I said, the local models, so they're not super great. I'm only using like 7 billion parameter models or so, maybe 6 or 5. So they're not amazing, but it does work. I can show an example of that. And then similar stuff, metadata in here. I don't think this works at the moment. Yeah. But let me see. I don't think this works. Oh, wait. Maybe. Nope, it doesn't work. So getting different title suggestions, like description suggestions and all that eventually in there. So that's what that does basically. And then we can open up a video project. See if I can find a decent one. I'll just open the recent one here. Oops, I opened the wrong version of Vegas. Let's see. There we go. So I could clear these out. So for example, once it uses this program inside this thing where it says section markers, so the AI looks at the transcription and then it tries to find blocks of stuff in the video. So that's what this does. And then inside here, this is that thing that I was talking about with the cleaning of cameras and then the memory card stuff. So if we go into here, you can see this is the analysis and everything that it did in the other program. Thanks. Yeah, and then so there's the silence removal. This is really slow because this is almost 2-hour recording, so I don't know if I want to run that on here. But there's 6 different sections that it found previously. And then if I go into here, I can click this button, and then you see it added these markers on the top. And this is all generated by a local AI model, so a small model, by looking at the transcription. So it says section camera cleaning kit unboxing. So, you know, the first part. And if we look at some of the source material, yeah, very popular. Sell it. Yeah, maybe. I'd be open to trying, but at least for the moment, this type of stuff is just for me to hopefully edit videos faster. Or just like do less editing by having the computer do as much as possible. But it's easier said than done, right? And then let's see what other markers it added. So this one says detailed cleaning product review. And that's this section. So yeah, I'm going over there. It's not perfect. And this one says practical cleaning demonstration. Again, the AI decided on those titles. They came up with it based on the transcription. If I can speak words, transcription. And then for whatever reason, there's a big block of nothing there. And this one says, so this is where it didn't work right. It says section card reader unboxing. So when I look at the video here, it's still, I'm still doing the cleaning thing. Yeah. Also, I did, for this specific thing, I only ran it once, but I had the idea of using multiple models and then having them decide together. So I do have an option to do 3-pass mode, and that potentially would be more accurate. We could run that and see if it changes things. Yeah. So the problem is that some of the small models are so bad that they can't even return the proper formatting for this. Like, if, for example, if you know JSON, JSON, it's like a JavaScript related way of formatting information. Oh no, it's not good. I'm explaining it, or I'm showing you, but I can run that again in a bit here just to see if these change. So, for example, it failed here because it says the memory card unboxing, but as I look at the video, it's still part of the cleaning process. So it should have been around here that this section should have started. Yeah. And this should have been over here, probably. But over here, it says card reader, performance testing. That's looks decent. And then final, what does it say? Final summary. Yeah. So not too bad. That could be useful in the future when I'm editing, just to get a general idea of what's in there. But we can close this for a little bit, and then we'll come back to that. And then I can run this and go into here. So I pick that same stream VOD, and then I click this, and then I'll do one of the 3-pass modes. So this says multi-model. And I also have a 3-pass, but with the same model over and over again. So technically this one might work better because the model that actually works, functions, is the one that I use by default. But we can run this 3-pass different model one. So I'll click that, and then we can look at the output. So if we look kind of in detail, this might be kind of hard for you to read, I'm not sure. So it's booting up. Let me see which model is first. Yeah. I just mean like the size of the text. Might be kind of small text. Okay. Let's see which one it's... Okay, the first one it tried to use is 5 PHI 3.5 mini. And I don't think this one works right. So that one probably is going to fail. I try. I'm probably older than you think I am. Let's see. No, it's still running. I wish. That would be nice. Yeah, it's still running, so yeah. Had like around 10 years, give or take. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I don't really hide it, but I don't tend to talk about age too much. Especially once you get old enough that you're just like, whatever. I'm physically fine, which is good. Knock on wood. Yeah, it's still going here. Yeah. Let's see if it gave me any actual usable output. Prompt something. Yeah, so this one failed. The Phi one. I should probably just look for a different model and swap it, because I don't think it's capable of outputting the properly formatted stuff. But it's kind of low priority. Yeah. Let's see what other ones. Let's see which one it pulled in. Okay, that's still Phi up there. Oh, CPP. That's slow. Hmm. Well, anyways, I guess we just let that run. Yeah, I could pull up Task Manager, and I can see what it's doing to the GPU. Whoops. So it's 7.5 out of 8 gigabytes of VRAM usage, and then the GPU itself is running at 90 something percent, and I'm streaming, and I'm using the NVIDIA encoder and everything else. And then I have 1, 2, 4 screens running at the moment. So it looks like it's also pushing some of the VRAM needs to system memory already. So that's going to slow things down even more. I'll use an M4. 16 gigabytes, yeah, that's tough. Man, if I had a spare $10,000, which I don't, the M5 Ultra is supposed to come out this year. So that's probably going to be a really, really nice option for this like local LLM stuff. Obviously, more RAM would be better, But the problem is RAM has gotten so expensive, like all types, that it's probably going to be even more expensive than the M3 Ultra stuff. I think the M3 was up to 512 gigabytes, but the chip itself was not great with compute compared to the models that would benefit from that much RAM. So here we can see that it did something. Let's see which model. So it swapped to Qwen 2.57B instruct, and that's Q4. So it's 4-bit. And then it did give whoops, my console's. It did give a response, but that looks kind of messed up. So this one might have failed too. Yeah, this one failed too. So really the only model that I've had luck with this specific use case so far is Gemma, which is Google. And it's capable of working right. So it looks like it's done. It probably just defaulted the 3 passes to Gemma, is my guess. But I'm not seeing where it might have worked. Yeah, there's probably bugs in here and issues. That's not a bad idea. You could do something like that. Yeah, that's a potential option. Like save the ones from the other ones that don't work right and then push it. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. So that should be good. We can try running this on the video editor. See if what it gave us. So clear these out. And we can go to here. So it didn't work. It says 0 for the section markers. Thanks. Yeah. So sadly that did not work. I can go back and then just run the 3-pass single model mode. There's some bugs or something in that other one that I haven't looked at. Unless I'm in the wrong workspace. Let me see. No, I think that's right. We can go here. So this is 3-pass single model mode. And we'll try running it again. Whoops. There we go. So this will just be the Gemma 4 model. And I can pull up Task Manager again. Go here. So this one's only using 5.3 gigabytes, so it's fully in memory, or VRAM. So it should be pretty quick. Yeah. So this is what it's supposed to look like. So the initial prompt was a junior editor, and then it found these sections. So there's a camera cleaning kit, unboxing, cleaning tools, the demonstration, storage readers, and then first card reader, second card reader, sign off. So this one found more than the last one. That worked. And then it found 7. So it looks like I parsed it. Let's see. It should say the prompt in here too. It stopped. I'm pretty sure it's still running. Yeah. Okay. Seems to be having issues. Yeah, I don't know. There's some type of problem with it. I'm not sure what's going on. Because it did find 7 areas, but it didn't map them properly. Looks like. Yeah, I'll have to look at that in the future. I can just try running it and see if there was some other reason it said that, but I don't think it worked. Let's go here and clear these out. Click on this. Yeah, it says 0. So it didn't work for whatever reason. But, wait. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, that's that. Another thing I've been working on recently is for photos. Because I go to conventions and then take photos of people in costumes called cosplay. Pretty often. Well, not super often because it's expensive. But day trips usually to the ones in this area are what I've kind of focused on these days. But the goal there is, again, trying to get the computer to edit the photos decently enough, because these really aren't artistic photos. They're just like snapshots. But coming from the camera, they still need some improvement before I want to publish them for people to look at, and you know, if the people are in the photo, they can use it. But the goal is, again, trying to make automatic photo editing like a plugin for one of the programs I use. So this ACDSee Photo Studio. These pictures that are going to show up are of my friend that I took photos of recently. But if I go to Anime Central, which is a recent convention, let's, where did I put those? Yeah, so these, I've been trying to run it on these, and this is one of the passes of the program, so that they don't look right at the moment. There's still a lot of issues with the automatic editing feature, but I can pull it up in Visual Studio as well. You can take a quick look at it. Oops, not that one. That would be this. So there's a lot to this one as well. This specific program, the API is C++ based. So all of the related stuff to that is in C++, and I would rather not try to make anything in that. So what this does here is that it has a wrapper. So the base layer is the C++ stuff, and that communicates with the photo editor program. So this ACDSee program, it's a Canadian company. And this sends data back and forth to my C# program. So this is all the C++ stuff. And then here is the C# Windows Forms, the main form. So that's what that looks like. And then we can run that in here. So if I select one of the photos, and then I can go into Tools and then run the plugin. So that's what that looks like. So you've got this, and then if we go back to Visual Studio, here's the Windows form. So you can see it's just not filled out. I don't know how familiar you are with all this stuff, but that's what it looks like when it's running. So I can preview changes, and I don't think this works right, but we'll try it. So clearly that doesn't look amazing. And we'll apply changes. And see, it did change a little bit. So if we go into develop, these are all raw files. That means all of the changes are not embedded into it. I'm trying to think of the right words. Any changes to this are non-destructive. So I could go in here and adjust the exposure myself, and it just saves it in a secondary file. Or in this case, this specific program has a database plus the XMP files, which are like, they're called sidecars to the raw image file. So what the plugin does is try to adjust the image to make it look decent, but it's not great so far. Yeah. So I could show an example of the XMP file. Let's see where that would be. Here. So if we look at the directory here, we've got the NEF, which is the Nikon image, the raw file, and then we've got the XMP file that relates to that specific. So if we open this in Notepad, here we can see what's inside. So there's going to be some specific information like my name and the serial number of the camera, stuff like that, the specific camera. But if we scroll down, this is what the plugin tries to adjust these settings in here. And it's, so this is XML. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's basically like HTML, but for data. So you've got your tags, like the start and end tag. Yeah. And then inside here, it has XML tag, but then it escapes all of the data inside the tag. So I had a bunch of issues with this until I dug into it myself, because the AI just wasn't smart enough to figure it out. Because there were very specific things that needed to be in here for it to work right. But it works now. Anyways, it's escaped XML inside of an XML tag for all of the properties of that image. So if there's an exposure change, we can look for the exposure active setting. So exposure.exposure, and then it's 0.6985, whatever. So that should relate to this, I think. So it's -30, but it's a positive value. I'm not sure if that's, I don't know if this is the right image. Oh, 4, yeah. I think it's the right image. Exposure contrast. Let's see if I can, maybe I should open this in a different editor, but oh, this is an official format or official type of file. that has to be formatted in a very specific way for it to work. So yeah, yeah. So this editing program reads this XMP file and then it applies the settings to the image. And then the plugin that I made comes up with the values. Yeah. But it's not doing especially well yet. And then I also have a batch process feature. So if I select multiple images, it'll do that as well. So it's got the 3 different images here. And then I could adjust. There's a few different types of auto white balance algorithms. What I did was I looked for a bunch of research papers on this stuff, and I gave it to the AI to kind of come up with different algorithms. But so far, none of them work amazingly well. So it's possible that the AI didn't make them properly. Who knows? I'll have to eventually look into it in enough detail to try to figure it out. So we could try a different algorithm for that. Detail preservation, subject exposure. Another thing that it tries to do is focus on where the focus point is located. Inside there's something called EXIF data in these raw files. It's in JPEGs too. But generally, camera manufacturers put where you're focused inside the picture, which is a useful bit of information. Because generally, if you're going to focus on someone's face, you want that to be the best exposure and everything. So the system tries to factor that into the equation, but like I said, it doesn't work especially well yet. So click preview. Oh, that's not good. Let's change this and see if it changes the look. I don't know if that works right either. Looks like it's doing something. Yeah, that probably doesn't work right. It's not updating. Whatever. We'll just apply it and see what it looks like. Yeah, they look better here, but they're still kind of rough. That's not terrible. I think it's an improvement at the very least. Are you saying 100% of vibe coders? Yeah. I don't know how vibe coders work, but there are a lot of things that you need to know with computer programming to try to make it work. So even when you prompt the thing, I don't know what your programming experience is or like software development is, but even when you're prompting it, if you prompt it in a way that's focused on like how a developer would think, that could help with how you make it. So this does look better than the original, but you can see that the white balance feels a little green to me. I'll have to work on that. But at the very least, I'd say that's an improvement for this specific image. But if we look at these ones, those look overexposed. Yeah, that's too much. Fortunately, I have 3 years of experience, so not as great. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, because work-wise, I was mostly doing contracted development and then just personal projects. So I miss out unless I have to, unless I'm forced to go back to this stuff. Or, I mean, that's kind of a Erlang Elixir. No, I haven't. Back end. Okay. We can take a quick look. But yeah, forced is probably not the right word I should use to talk about like professional development and going back into that field. But I'm currently not in it. But at some point, I might have to consider going back into it. So Erlang. General purpose, concurrent, high, functional, high level, language, garbage collection, telecom platform. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this. Okay. Instant messaging. Hmm. Take a look and see what. Oh, WhatsApp uses it? Okay. Different books. OTP versions tree. Oh, it's a. Okay. Some sort of command line thing. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So you can do direct math inside. That's cool. What is this? Okay. So it runs a function in there. Export. So there's a bunch of built-in functions. Is there anything specific you want to try to do in here? Or is it just like work related? Hmm. Ah, okay. Yeah. Hmm. Take a look at the Elixir thing real quick. Yeah. I'm curious about it, so take another quick look at this this one. Oh, functional language. Hmm. C++. Okay. Ah. Okay, so it's a later. Okay. Some sort of data structure. So that gets passed to this function. That's interesting. defining some sort of function, it looks like. When drive user age. Okay. Cool. Trying to think of what I would potentially use something like this for. Yeah, these days I pretty much try to stick to C# because I'm used to it. But some of the things that I've been building use Python as well. I use it for games. Okay. Entire logic is written with this. I see. That's cool. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I can show here that's interesting. This does use open source system called, I think it's OpenCV, which is a visual, tries to interpret visual data. So that's what's been trying to decide for the adjustments, but it hasn't been working especially well so far. Let's see. I haven't even looked at the code that much yet because, you know, letting the AI kind of write the code itself, and I tried to direct it, but it's part of the challenge. These are types of things I would never have tried to attempt by myself because I could anticipate how much time it would be for me to make something like this. So that is one of the big benefits of the whole AI thing that's happened, is that we can potentially try to tackle much more difficult things. But part of the problem, at least for me, is that the domain knowledge of this type of stuff is well past anything that I've gotten into. So it's doing a ton of calculations on white balance information and things that I could probably figure out, but it would take me a long time. So that's part of the difficulty of making it work versus kind of making it work. So, yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take me to deal with that. I'll probably have to edit those photos and then work on this occasionally to hopefully get it to edit photos decently. One idea that I had was having it train on my own edits, like thousands of old photos. So I'll probably try to implement that at some point and see if that works better than having it try to look at the pictures with this OpenCV thing. Yeah. I think that could potentially work. See what this thing does. So this is what it uses now. Let's see if I can find some sort of description of what it is and what it does. Yeah, computer vision. Maybe this is not the right area. Oops. Oh, it's a video. Anyways, that uses this. But I haven't looked at it in enough detail to see exactly how it uses it. at this point. Because this has been like a number of days of back and forth with AI and stuff. So I haven't had a chance to really dig into it. So here's one usage of it. Just getting a threshold value of some sort. Let's see, what is this matte? Yeah. Look at the function names. So here's the... This is one of the white balance calculations. So what I could potentially do is find some other source of information on this specific type of calculation and then try to confirm it for myself to see if it's doing it right. But yeah, there's a lot to it. I mean, it's not terrible, at least lines of code wise for this. So it's returning a scalar value. This is a 4-element vector derived from VEC. I've never been especially amazing at math. But with anything, you know, if you put enough time into it, it's possible. CVT color. So that's part of the OpenCV API thing. Or library, whatever you want to call it. So it looks like I'm passing linear B. Let's look and see where this... Whoops. Find references. See where it's being called. So it's called when converting to grayscale. It's possible. So when the UI wants to use a specific white balance method, it's going to call this function and then pass the scalar back to this variable. Looks like. Let's see where this is used. So it says convert adjustments, previous edits. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm gonna head out. It was nice talking to you. Do you post or like publicly talk about any programming stuff? I could take a look at it. Links are disabled in my chat, so don't put like an actual link. But if you have like a name, oh, not really. Okay, it's all good. But yeah, I don't work on this all the time. You know, it's just whenever. Usually, when I have time to try to get into it, type of thing. But yeah. Anyways, see ya. Peace.